I have had my episodes, yes. Currently, now it really depends on the day and struggle that I'm going through. But this health issue was a big struggle to
Why?
find reasons why to fight and stuff like that.
Hey there, my name is Sean, and this is Suicide Noted. On this podcast, I talk with suicide attempt survivors and ideators so that we can hear their stories. Every year around the world, millions of people try to take their own lives, and we almost never talk about it. We certainly don't talk about it enough, and when we do talk about it, when we engage with people in all kinds of pain, we're not very good at it. Most of us are quite shitty at it. So one of my goals with this podcast is to have more conversations and hopefully better conversations with survivors, in large part to help more people in more places hopefully feel a little less shitty and a little less alone. Now, if you are a suicide attempt survivor or ideator, however you define that, and you'd like to talk, please reach out. I'd love to talk with you. hello@suicidenoted.com or backup email suicidenoted@gmail.com. If you would like to learn more about the podcast, you can check out our website, suicidenoted.com. There's information in the show notes, in the podcast description or about section, volunteering, tax-deductible donations, membership, all that stuff. So check it out if you're curious. But hey, if listening is the main thing you do, whether this is your first time or you are a regular listener, thank you. Finally, we're talking about suicide on this podcast. My guests and I do not hold back, so please take that into account before you listen or as you listen, but I do hope you listen because there's so much to learn. Today, I am talking with Dita again. It's an update episode. Dita lives in Latvia, and she is a suicide attempt survivor. Dita in Latvia.
Yes.
Still named Dita?
Yes.
Still living in Latvia?
Currently I'm in Dubai, but for a vacation. But yes, I live in Latvia still.
Let's go Dubai. Currently still a suicide attempt survivor?
Yep.
Can't change that.
You can't erase that, no.
You took time out of your trip to Dubai to do this? Look at you in the diamond trades or you're like a diplomat. What kind of fancy shit do you do?
I still work where I worked before. I still work in textile industry, and everything is going well.
What's up
But
with...
yes, on Thursday I bought tickets, and Saturday I was here. So
yeah, a lot of people just randomly buy tickets on Thursday to go to the United Arab Emirates. What do you think about the textile vibes in Dubai?
Oh, I'm not sure. We have thought about it. Well, my brother actually lives here, so that's why I'm quite often here.
Like, you got a little nice backdrop. It has that sort of fancy vibe.
Yeah.
Dubai. Well, it's good to see you again. It's been a couple years, year and a half. Something.
Years, yes. Year and a half.
Thanks for reconnecting and talking with me.
Yes.
I want to read to you what you wrote. We talked about a lot, but I always choose those little blurbs in the beginning. You said, I don't know. Sometimes these TV talk shows talk about smart people, smart doctors, but sometimes just to hear that you're not alone, that's what's helpful.
Still true. Still exactly what I think, yeah.
Sometimes when someone tells you you're not alone, it's still not like, okay, great, now what?
Yeah, well, that's true. At least for me, I think, I don't know. Well, for me, for this past 1.5 years, there have been so many people changed in my life in a good way. I have great friends at the moment, childhood friends, and some people have come back from the past. Yeah, it's been, and then know all this my story. It's always helpful if something goes wrong or something goes bad that they're actually just there for me. You don't always have to say anything, but yeah, just to know that you're not alone.
We're not doing the whole original episode again, but if people are curious, it's like fall of 2024. You're still alive.
Yes, it's well, it's obvious I am, but no, I actually have had some health issues since last year, and yeah, have been some dangerous situations there. So
okay, I'm gonna want to hear more about that. I think you're still the only person I've talked to from Latvia.
Oh, okay. Anyone else from the Baltics?
Estonia.
Okay.
One person. Yeah, to get some of you people out here talking to me. I don't know what's going up in the Baltics, man. I want to ask you to do something that's really hard after thanking you for joining me again. I want you to summarize your life up until we talked a year and a half ago.
So basically, I come from, I think, quite small country called Latvia in Riga. I've been around my parents and my family a lot, and I think that has also been the main issue where I have had a suicide attempt. As great parents as they are, I still don't want to say anything bad, and they're great and they care a lot about me. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's just too much.
Wait. There's probably literally tens or hundreds, billions of people who could say, "Yep, totally get that. I understand that." Yep.
But in my case, they are like truly like, especially I will tell you later, but especially lately they've been really controlling and all that stuff. And in the past, I also went to drum school to drums. I played, did some music stuff. My parents also didn't knew I was playing drums, but I loved it. And then when I had my suicide attempts, that was after the concerts where they were
Yes.
supposed to be.
I remember being envious that you were into drums. I remember there being a connection of you attempting at, near, during, around, after, before a concert, right?
Yes, this is ironically actually. What is today's Monday? On Wednesday, I actually will meet my drum school teacher because he lives here in Dubai, and I
What
haven't
fuck
met
is
him
your drums?
for,
What's he doing in Dubai?
I don't know. I wanna ask him that too. So
Is everybody moving to Dubai? Should I go to Dubai?
I don't know. I wouldn't like to live here, but just
Ah,
for a
it's
visit. But yes,
hot and dry in Dubai, man.
yeah. Regarding the diagnosis, the only thing that I have had was depression. I've been going to my therapist for already 4 or 5 years now.
Okay,
Still
so
going to the same person. So yeah,
bad.
yeah. Still
How,
take medications. We are a little bit taking because of the other health issues that I have now. We're taking off slowly some parts of the medications for depression. Yeah, how I found your podcast, I just randomly on Spotify put word suicide and there you were.
randomly put suicide, Dita.
Yeah, that's a bad choice
I'm
of word.
sorry. I'm not like anyone else who's just gonna get okay. One attempt, two attempts.
Two.
How old was the first one?
I was 19.
Second one?
I was 22,
How old were you when we talked a year and a half ago?
33, I think. Almost 34. I was close to my birthday.
Methods? Do you want to share or no?
I tried to hang myself both times. Then one of the second attempt that I had, there
Mm,
was of course a lot of alcohol involved, and then I
that
tried
was
to
a
hang myself, and then just went to the bath. Still continued drinking, hoping something maybe I would just fall asleep and drown in the bath or something like that.
you stay any time in a mental health facility or a psych unit ever?
I haven't been no.
Any diagnoses you've gotten that you think are correct?
I think depression is accurate.
Cutting down on the
Yeah.
medications. Randomly found this podcast. Obviously, you listened. Obviously, you reached out. We talked for a while. Good talk. Well, it's interesting. It's always interesting, these update episodes. Questions. Did you listen to our episode? Do you remember?
Yes, actually, I listened to it together with my therapist. That was strange. Well, I told her that, like, I don't remember why, but well, I'm just being honest with her about everything at this point.
Yeah.
And
I'm feeling self conscious.
yes, but no, she said that she said only good words, that it was a good conversation, and yeah, it was strange. But I told her, hey, so I did this podcast, and she was like, hey, maybe you want to listen together your episode. I was like, oh, I never expected that, but on the next visit we listened to it together. Yeah.
Interesting. Did you share with anyone else?
Yes, I did share it with three of my friends.
Good feedback? Mixed feedback? Weird feedback?
We actually didn't really talk too much about it. it was a great way how to tell what has happened in my past
Yeah.
and what I'm struggling with.
Mm.
They were very supportive and said that if there's anything, any day or night or whenever anything is necessary from them, they will always be there and help. And it's been actually like that. There have been times
Oh,
when
really?
I needed some help, and they have been there for me. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's difficult to talk about it
Exactly.
straightforward, but if you just send the podcast, then it's much easier.
Yeah. Do you ever listen to the podcast now?
From time to time, not too often.
Yeah, that's a common response. I think people needed it for a period of their time and then or their life.
Yeah, when it's when it's a like a bad day or it's a bad I don't know, something has happened, then I do listen. It's never when it's I'm happy and enthusiastic about life and everything, and I will listen to it. It's more like when I feel down, and then it's like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one.
For sure. All right. So if anyone else from Lithuania, Estonia, or Latvia are new, I'll let you know. Then you can for sure listen to them.
Yes. And
Or
sometimes, because sometimes I don't know why, but like I go into your podcast and I just scroll it. I'm more into people that are from Europe, from my area more. Those ones I listen. Yes.
makes sense. Was there
Yeah.
anything about our experience or afterwards do you think that was negative?
No, not at all.
Like nothing.
Like actually only good stuff. Yes.
Do you so in the last year and a half? I want to talk about your health problems, if that's cool. Before then, do you still ideate and think about killing yourself sometimes?
I have had my episodes, yes. Currently, now it really depends on the day and the struggle that I'm going through. But yeah, but this health issue was a big struggle to
Why?
find the reasons why to fight and stuff like that.
But what is the health issue?
So basically, last summer, I just got a big temperature, like a big fever,
Mhm.
40 plus degrees for multiple days, and I went to my doctor, and she was like, "Just go to the hospital, just straightforward." So I went to the hospital, and then yeah, it turned out that there was multiple bacteria in my blood. So yeah, it was pretty bad, and my body didn't really accept any antibiotics or any medicine, and then and the result of that messed up my kidneys. Yeah, which I'm still struggling with my kidneys and other organs. But so then that happened twice. This hospital stuff. Now also I started to have pretty big problems with drinking and with alcohol, and then I was living alone at the time when this happened. And when I came out of the hospital first time, I actually moved back to my parents' home because well, they were worried. I was worried. I didn't know what to do, what happened. And I just figured that it would be safer for me to go live with them for some time. It's a good thing. And at the same time, when it's been a little bit more than half a year now. And now it's becoming more and more difficult. You know, we work together, we live together, we do a lot of things together, and they're really, I understand that they're worried and everything. Makes sense. I think every
Mhm.
parent would worry about their child when they don't know what what's happening. But knowing my past and then knowing the issue with the alcohol, then also, yeah, the last weeks when I lived there alone, it just became like we could talk in the evening, and they're like, "Dita, you've been drinking again." I'm like, yes, but so what? Like nothing has happened, and they know that I've tried to have myself in the past while I've been drunk. And then there have been multiple times when they just come to my apartment and see if everything is okay, actually. So so yes, after the hospital, I think it just clicked that it's time to maybe change something. I haven't been
Like, wow.
drinking.
You
Yeah,
stopped drinking?
yeah,
For how long?
since last year May
Oh
up
shit.
until now. But well, it's been what 2 3 times when I've been drinking. A couple glasses of wine with my friends at dinner, but that's fine.
That's pretty cool, man. That's hard to do.
It's hard to do. It's really difficult to do.
But I would also imagine if you're having kidney issues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not so good. That makes
But
sense.
then again, that's a way to kill yourself if you want to as well.
That's what I've been thinking because it was close to that actually, but it's not that I exactly wanted. at that time. It wasn't
Yeah.
like it wasn't my decision.
I think
So
some
yeah.
people do that where they're like, they just stop taking their meds, for example. It's like you got a kidney problem and you're drinking a lot. So it probably won't go down as a suicide, but it's kind of a suicide. But do you want to be alive right now as we talk?
Uh, it depends on the day. Today, if you ask me because I'm on a vacation, I will say yes. But if it would be 3, 4 days ago, I would probably say no.
And if people are wondering, today's Monday, but that's just random.
Yes, today, yes.
Um, so when your normal life 3 or 4 days ago or next week or whenever you go back, day to day, working with your parents, not drinking, still dealing with this physical stuff, you lowered your medication, you ideate regularly. What would you put
Yes,
that as? Like instead of a passive suicidal ideation?
yeah, I think you could say that. I mean, there has been moments where I just don't understand what the hell am I doing here,
I
and
fucking feel the same way, Dita.
I know.
It's like, what the
I
hell
just
are
don't
we?
think I should be here. That's also the issue. But
Oh, yeah, yeah,
especially
yeah, yeah.
after the hospital, my parents also they've been pushing me like, okay, I am still working out and doing some fitness stuff and healthy eating and all
Yeah.
this.
Uh-huh.
And but then I wonder, like, do I really want this for the rest of my life just to follow some rules that I'm supposed to follow to be healthy, to be good? Like okay, of course you have to be,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you have to live healthy. Everyone should live that way. But yeah, sometimes it's. I think in this case also my parents have been too strict to me with trying to control everything, and then yeah.
So have you come close to trying to end your life since we talked?
No, I have had a lot of different thoughts, but no, not an action.
Do you have any different ideas on suicide or ideating generally or about your own attempts since we talked? Like any big shifts in your views about it, which is also kind of like the myths, misconceptions. Not the same question, but they overlap.
No, I still think that here in Latvia, I was just thinking about it for past couple weeks because here in Latvia we have like a musician family, and the girl, I mean, she's my age, around my age, 30 something, and she did suicide just a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and then she was also connected to drum school. Then it kind of made me think again because yeah, everyone's just talking about what happened, and it's all around media and stuff like that. Yes, and this is why people are talking about more and more. Like, yeah, like you have to talk about your issues. You can't hide it. You can't do this. You can't do that. If it would be that easy, then I think there would be more people in
Obviously.
this world. I still think that talking is the main key for me, from my experience.
Me too. I mean, guess it makes sense. I have a podcast, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So how many people these days do you have that you can really talk about it and open up about it?
Currently, I have 3 people, 3 friends.
If you want to kill yourself, they're okay hearing that?
Well, I don't think they're okay to hear that, but I know that like something clicks and it's really bad, then I know that I can talk to them. Yes,
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
for sure. Therapist also, yes. Last time we talked, I think I said only 2 people, so now it's been 3 people, so it's
Okay.
getting
If
better.
you can add one person every year or two, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Does anything help you feel better these days? I mean, have you found something even new that's helps you cope? Whether it's
No,
illegal, legal.
nothing really. Still into more maybe into sports. I changed my trainer, and she's the person actually that came back into my life. We were good friends 7 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that, and then we just I don't know why nothing happened, but we just stopped talking. It just happens like that
Mhm.
sometimes, I guess.
Okay.
And then my dad had a heart surgery last year, and she's a physiotherapist. And my dad needed a physio, and I was thinking, okay, maybe I should call to her, to this friend, and
Mm.
she could help. So I called, and then I joined their practices, and now I am going with her. Yeah, she's been a great support. Also, she's been all these health issues that I had, also helping out with diet and food and all this. So yeah, helping a lot.
Well, what are your big sports?
I don't have anything specific that I actually play, but I just like
CrossFit.
Like this general, well, not exactly, but we have practices outside. Doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, sunny.
Practices of what? What are you practicing?
Like physical condition, let's say that. Physical conditioning coach she's.
How did Latvia do in the Winter Olympics?
We got 2 medals. Actually, last time we talked, there was some Summer Olympics, and I was watching them. And now there's Winter
Oh,
Olympics.
you got a medal in what?
We didn't got any medals.
You got two in what were your
2 medals we got in. One is skating, like not speed skating, but short track, and then the other one is
biathlon?
Ledge, something like that. I don't want to get something where you
Oh,
go down
thing
the
that
track.
flies down the ice.
Yeah, crazy people.
All right. Well, congratulations. Were those gold medals by any chance?
No, silver and bronze, but still,
You
it's
gotta
good.
get a gold. Has your country ever gotten a gold medal in an Olympics?
In Winter Olympics, no.
Let's go, man. You got to start training again, Dita.
Yeah, maybe
Your country's
it's my
depending on you.
time.
I asked you about the pink and purple pill back then.
Yes.
Do you remember what your answer was?
Yes, I remember I said that I would like to keep it if it would be possible. You said, yes, it is possible.
Yeah,
And
I did say it was possible. And then, do you think you would have used it before now?
good question.
Weird question.
No, if I have to be mainly honest to myself, I think I would have used it. Yes.
Then we wouldn't be talking. You wouldn't be talking. You wouldn't be in Dubai.
Yeah, exactly.
Today, what would you do with it?
Yes, same answer. Not that I would use it immediately when you give it to me, but I would definitely keep it. And I think it would be just a matter of time when I would use it, I think.
Would you change the colors if you could?
No, I think it's perfect match.
Do you think you're going to make it to 40 years old?
Who knows? I don't know.
Do you see your brother every day in Dubai?
I haven't met him yet.
Yeah, you're like the airport or something?
No, I'm in a hotel. Like my brother's girlfriend also is here, and I just know I just don't want to disturb them. And he's super busy with his work, and I don't know. He doesn't know always if he's gonna be here or in some other country. So yeah, he's an architect, so there's a lot of stuff to do here.
The old classic architect. Does he know about you and your struggles?
He knows, yes. He knew before I was thinking maybe to send it to him, the podcast to send maybe, but yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Are there things about our original conversation or this conversation that nobody in the world knows about?
No.
Okay.
This is why it was interesting to me to listen to this podcast with my therapist together, because I asked her, "Is there something new that you found out from this podcast?" She's like, "No."
I gotta ask better questions.
No, but I met you just once.
Yeah.
I meet her for how many years now, and every single week, so it's also different.
Do you think you'll listen to this episode?
I think it's a good tradition to listen to it with my therapist. I think I will tell her this about this one, and then probably she will want to listen again.
This one's going to come out a little faster than the other, so it might be like a month.
Okay.
Hello, therapist. Did we talk about a memoir title for you?
We did, but we didn't finalize it.
Did we come close to? Did we come close to anything?
There were 3 keywords I remember, but
shit, let's do it. Let's go keywords. Here we go. Okay.
But I don't remember all of them. I remember there was something with drums, of course, because it was
of course drums
related to that. Then there was word magic or
magic,
or no, not magic, but something similar. Miracle. Sorry, miracle.
Oh, okay.
And then the third one I don't remember.
How about we just call your memoir "Not Dead in Dubai"?
Yes, why not?
It'll come. It'll surface. If we talk again in another year or two, do you think there's anything different in your life?
I think yes. I think I will definitely move out from my family's home again. But this time I have to be a little bit, I have to change my mindset a little bit so I don't get back to drinking and all this stuff. That's difficult sometimes especially something like just having a bad day or something, just to come home and get some glass of wine or something like that. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Here I just can't do it. Yeah, I don't know how it would be if I would live alone. That a little bit scares me.
For me, it's a bad day, good day, either day, any kind of day.
Just today.
Just the fact that
Yeah.
it's a day. Dita in Dubai. Come on, that's a nice little sounding. What else you want to talk about with me or whoever might hear this?
If I'm talking about me myself, then I just have to continue to be smarter and wiser, maybe, and to make good decisions. Yeah, sometimes I feel maybe suggestion to others who know someone who's struggling with mental health or depression or like suicidal stuff. Just don't push too much. Sometimes it's just too much, and then it also can just break, and could be that's it. Because
Yeah, yeah.
when I had these health issues, I don't know how it's in the States, but here in Latvia, at least, if you don't have any contacts or you don't know anyone in medicine, it's pretty hard to get any doctor or something like that. And I have good
Right.
family friends that actually helped, and they also got worried because I started to just say, I just don't care anymore. I don't want to do this. And they were like, what the hell? Like, you have to keep fighting and keep going on. And yeah, but maybe don't push too much if you see that someone is in struggle.
It's a tricky spot. If you moved out of your parents' house, would you stay in the capital in Riga?
Yeah,
If you had a choice between living in either Estonia or Lithuania, which one would you choose?
I'm always going for Estonia.
Why is that?
More Scandinavic. It's yeah, I just like it much better than Lithuania.
I
Sorry,
mean, I never had
Lithuania.
anybody from Lithuania on here, and you didn't. And saying that probably isn't going to help. Awesome, Dita. It was good connect to you again. Enjoy Dubai. Enjoy your brother if you get to see him. Wear sunscreen for sure. And maybe we'll reconnect in a year or two again, and we can get another update. Is that cool?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
As always, thanks so much for listening and all of your support. Special thanks to Dita for speaking with me again. Thanks, Dita. If you are a suicide attempt survivor or ideator and you'd like to talk, please reach out. hello@suicidenoted.com. Remember to check our weekly poll on Spotify, or if you'd like, help us out, give us a 5-star rating on Apple. Thank you again for listening. And that is all for this week's episode. Stay strong. Do the best you can. I'll talk to you soon.